What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Dude Perfect Fancast, episode 29. We have a great show for you guys today. We're going to be sharing some news, a little this week. We have some news for you guys, Dude Perfect news and then our news. And then we're going to be reviewing Overtime 17, the new video. As of right now, where this is Wednesday, 2 days before this is coming up, and it's at number 2 on trending. So everybody, people seem to like this one. So yeah, stay tuned to see our rating, or the review. This is gonna be a good episode. I'm confident in this one. So let's first go into some Dude Perfect news. So Ryan, so their productions manager for Dude Perfect, Ryan. It was his birthday on Monday, so the day that this video came out.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so hey, give a clap for Ryan. We talked about him a lot last episode, so pool stereotypes, because he was in it.
Maybe.
So yeah. Well, no, he was definitely the belly flop legend.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then maybe the like shirtless guy or something like that. But yeah. So and then some huge news from Dude Perfect. Okay, so as of right now, yesterday we found this out, like, because we were scrolling through the Dude Perfect YouTube channel. Dude Perfect has not posted anything about this. They might, as of now, this is coming up, but Dude Perfect just passed 53 million subscribers on YouTube.
Yes.
So that's amazing. Yeah, we were there. Like, I think a few minutes after it happened, I saw it and we were on the phone. So yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, I'm super happy for Dude Perfect. This last million took a few months.
Yeah.
For some reason, but yeah. So finally they got there. Now on to 34 million. So yeah. And then the last one. So Dude Perfect put out a post on let's see. I think it was 2 days before the Overtime 17 video came out. It was of Cody picking a name or putting a name into the Wheel Unfortunate hat. So there here, let me just read the description, or the description of this post. So it said, comment Wheel Unfortunate predictions for OT 17. Okay, this is where you put your ears on, okay. Week 2 of our 4-week stretch of new videos continues this Monday. Let's go. So week 2 of our 4 stretch of new videos. So no, I think we're gonna get 4 videos in a row. I'm pretty sure. I didn't talk to Noah about this.
I remember Asher talking to me about this
yesterday. And I just told him to not.
Maybe they're including Shark Week, but I didn't actually know it said week 2.
No. Yeah, week 2 of 4. So we're going to get another video after Airsoft Battle Royale 3. So I'm excited to see what it is. Maybe, this is going to be good. I'm excited. Maybe it's another Overtime. Maybe it's Trick Shot. Maybe it's Battle. 2 battles in a row, maybe. I don't know. Stereotypes? I don't think it's another Stereotypes, but
no.
I did see, so Cody Jones, the day after Pool Stereotypes came out, he put on his story with him holding a football at a football field, and he said, like, Tuesday grind or something like that. So they did film that day, and yeah, so maybe it's a trick shot video. I don't know.
Maybe they did it with Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I don't know if they did, though, because that was before, or that was the day after Pool Stereotypes came out. But
hey,
yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, yeah, that would be really, really cool if they did. So yeah, and then so no, what's our news? So we have some news.
Our news. So we have a couple things this week. So the first thing is, so as you guys know, we're taking the 2-week break. After Airsoft Battle Royale 3. But we actually still will be uploading the week after the Airsoft Battle Royale 3 with a news episode.
Yeah, it's kind of like an update episode.
And yeah, an update episode for these upcoming few months till Christmas time, whatever plan is.
Yeah.
Some big things are actually happening.
Yeah, and so in the past like few months, when we've said big things are happening, we usually say that we're adding on. Like, say we added on High Five Studios Fancast, we added on Mr. Beast Fancast, we added on the PewDiePie Fancast, the Fancasters. We put a new website up. This is actually the opposite, and that's all that I'm gonna say. But yeah, so some great things coming. So we're actually going to take a 2-week break from uploading normal episodes, but then I forget what day it is. I'm pretty sure that it is, so it's in September. It might be the 4? No. No, it's the week after. It's the 11th.
The 11th.
Wow, the 11th. So yeah,
so the only week we won't be having a Dude Perfect Fancast episode is the 18th.
Yeah.
But we will have an episode to review when we come back for episode 31.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 episodes to review.
2 videos. Yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know.
Review.
But yeah, so.
And then we have some fun stuff after that.
Yeah. And so I think we said a few weeks ago that that we were gonna do our favorite Dude Perfect videos. And we haven't yet. That's just because we've been busy. There's been a lot of Dude Perfect videos that we didn't see coming, uploading or whatever like that. So our favorite Dude Perfect videos is coming soon. So don't worry, it's coming, and that's gonna be good. Like, you're gonna wait, because we're gonna be sharing more. Last episode, we kind of like just winged it or whatever. Like that day, we just thought of like a few videos that we liked. But this is actually going to be our favorite Dude Perfect videos of all time. So yeah, get ready for that. That's gonna be good. So yeah, no, what's the next news?
Actually, I want you to tell them this.
Okay. So the top 5. So on top 5, we're going to be switching. So, we this week on top 5, we're gonna be having video game top 5. So yeah, get ready. Next week is going to be our favorite songs. For the top 5. So yeah, get ready. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything to add on that?
No. So let's get into the review.
Well, actually, right before, so Dude Perfect, they aren't really right now. I think the last one was last year that they used. But so Dude Perfect usually uses songs from an artist called The Score. So The Score made songs like Shakedown, they used in baseball trick shots.
Unstoppable, that was in Water Bottle Flip Edition.
Yeah, Glory,
Legend, which is in World Record Edition.
2. Glory that was in Model Rocket Battle 2. So yeah, the great stuff came from The Score. The Score is actually one of my favorite artists of all time. And so today, so the August 18th, 2020, their new album dropped. So they have a new album coming out. I think it's called Carry On. So yeah, just a little quick thing. Go check it out. I really like music from them. They're really, really cool. And hey, maybe Dude Perfect will use some of the songs from Carry On in one of their upcoming videos. So yeah, that'll be cool. So yeah, that's all. And now let's head into Real Life Robot Dog Overtime 17. So this came out August 24th, 2020. As of the day that we're recording this, it has 13 million views, 500,000 likes, only 15,000 dislikes. So a pretty good like to dislike ratio. And this video, so this overtime episode, is 28 minutes long. So this is this might be the longest overtime we've ever had.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. I can't think of any ones that went over 25 minutes.
Yeah, So this is a
which is
pretty good
crazy.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think I know what took up most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, the creative intro that Ty did for this week was that basically he climbed over the overtime set, and he's like, "Oh, the door was locked," and then Ryan had installed glass, so he just had to climb over it.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that creative. Honestly, it was kind of it was definitely very confusing. Like going back and like trying to like I don't know summarize that. That was really hard because I don't know. It was kind of just confusing. But yeah, and then no, what's the next thing that happened?
Cody was attacked by a stray cat and
Oh.
basically clawed his eye.
Yeah, that did not look fun. That like and when he showed us that, like that was kinda like weird, you know?
But he was wearing sunglasses, so
Yeah,
he
which is
actually
good,
did.
which is good.
Yeah.
Hopefully because he just had latex on his eye.
LASIK,
Or
LASIK,
okay,
not
I'm
latex.
sorry. Yeah,
Latex
okay, yeah.
is
Yeah, well, he
is,
might have, something with a glove, latex glove, I don't know. Um, but
but yeah, LASIK.
hopefully it didn't ruin that because he doesn't have the best eyes. So hopefully it didn't affect his eye. Um,
It won because LASIK actually fixes the cornea, and once it's fixed, it basically can't be unfixed because it's a
okay.
laser.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't really, I'm not going to be a doctor. I don't really know much about medical stuff. Um, but yeah, so hopefully it didn't really hurt him like long term.
He's
But
like
that did
Nick
not look
Fury in
fun.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it did not look fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then so heading on to the first segment. So the segments for this episode, I was actually like right off the bat, I was kind of disappointed. Cuz so it was games with consequences first. Um Wheel Unfortunate second, Betcha third, and then Cool Not Cool fourth. So that meant that Cody. So if Corey said or didn't say something for Cool Not Cool, that didn't mean that he could get picked again, like, and that wouldn't matter or whatever. Um, which is kind of good on Corey's part, but kind of sad because then the prediction that Noah had last week didn't come true, which I really hoped that it would. I was
Yeah,
really
I think that
hoping
would
it.
have been amazing.
But yeah, so heading on to games with consequences. So actually, so we were really excited. I was really excited when they put out the Instagram post about this because I really liked Games with Consequences one. So the Dunk Tank FIFA.
Yeah, I
This
really
it was
like
really
that
good.
one too.
Yeah, and so we were confused on like why they weren't doing any more. They said that they were just too busy. But now it's a overtime segment, which is really really cool because that's a good way to bring cool like old videos back or series back is just doing it on overtime. Hopefully they do Bromo, Guy Thinks in Slow Mo. If you old fans, old DP Nation, remember that, or that series. Yeah, I really like that, and hopefully we get that again on overtime. But yeah, so what happened in this games with consequences was so Cody and Kobe went head to head and played some PGA Tour 2K21. Um, the sideline reporter this time was Floyd Chesternut, so Sparky. Last time it was Cody. Uh, so in the first hole, the consequences were Cody got maple syrup dumped on him. Kobe got grass. Cody had wind. And then Cody had snakes too. So yeah, that was not fun for him. So at the second hole, so that was the first hole. At the second hole, Cody was down by one. Um, at the first hit, Kobe hit a patron, so he hit one of the people who was watching. Um, and Cody had a one-liner to talk about that. So he said, "Do you have a corpse to throw on Kobe for that one?" Which is funny, but then I kind of like it was kind of weird and funny when Ty had like replied with morbid jokes from the large man. That just made me laugh, but that was like, hmm, you know. Um, But yeah, and then the consequences for hole 2 was a horn. So Cody had a horn, ice poured on him. Kobe had peanut butter. And then so coyote. So this actually made me kind of scared for Dude Perfect. Like I know that if something happened, they wouldn't have been uploading this video. Um, but coyotes were um like by the FIFA whatever, like the setup. Um and that just kind of made me think about like what if one of the guys got severely hurt or maybe even, we lost one of the dudes from Dude Perfect. Like what would happen? So yeah, Noah, what do you think like for you and like for Dude Perfect, what do you think would happen? Um
Okay, so it also depends on who it is,
yeah.
too. So let's say it's either Cody or Kobe because they had food on them.
Mhm.
Cody had like syrup. Kobe had peanut butter.
Yeah.
So it could. Let's say it's Kobe because peanut butter I think would be more attractive. So if Kobe died,
I would be so sad.
I know
Like,
you would. I
yeah.
think everybody would be sad.
Because a lot of people are Team Kobe. Well, and like just Dude Perfect fans would be sad because
Yeah.
you know, but yeah,
Okay.
um,
So
yeah,
okay. So let's say Kobe dies, which
yeah.
probably would never happen. But
I
if
think
it did,
I just watched the Dude Perfect documentary last night, yet again, and so Corey said, at the end, I think that they couldn't do Dude Perfect without one of them. Like this is a 5-man show. If one of them like lost interest, then all of them would. Which made me think like, what if we lost one of them like for good, like just not like they had a falling out, just like what if we lost one? Would Dude Perfect stop forever and just the whole fan base like just gone, the podcast gone, this one like, what would happen? And I think it might be like so if Ty died, yes, there's like a 99% chance that Dude Perfect just would be over. I'm gonna say if Garrett or Corey died, maybe a lower chance. Not that they're like more involved, just that um, there's kind of less of a fan base. And like I feel like there's an energy between Ty and Kobe, Ty and Cody, like Garrett and Kobe. Like there's energies between all of them, but like some of them are weaker than others. Like not to offend anybody or like Dude Perfect, just like I feel like uh it would it would definitely like it would definitely damage Dude Perfect. Yes, they would probably take a break, definitely, if not forever, like break forever, from uploading. But yeah, I don't know. No, what do you think about this?
I think either way, if any one of the dudes died,
Mm-hmm.
they would end Dude Perfect.
Yeah.
No matter which dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like as Corey said, like it's a 5-man show, and we can't do it without each other. So I
Yeah.
think they would end it. They wouldn't, because unless like the person was like, unless like the person who died was like, I want you guys to keep doing perfect if I go.
Yeah.
Like if they're yeah, I could see that happening, but like I don't think they would keep doing it if
Yeah.
they didn't say that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, definitely.
probably won't happen.
No, I have confidence like in that not happening. Say like one of them, like, and then this is thing like when we were talking about this last night, Noah said that there's like a small chance of coyote
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
attacks.
Actually, here I'll say. But basically, in the past 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
since 2010, there have only been 2 confirmed uh wolf attacks
Yeah.
slash coyote attacks where people died. Only 2.
Yeah. So, but then there's probably more like say like injuries from
Yeah, yeah.
coyotes.
There's probably injuries, but like it's kind of like with bears and that stuff. So like if
Mhm.
it's just a lone bear and you get big enough, they probably won't attack you, or they won't even attack you if you're like not like doing anything to like provoke them.
Mhm.
But if you're like provoking them, yeah, they'll probably attack you. But if you're
Mhm.
just minding your own business, probably not.
Yeah.
There's a very small chance.
Yeah.
So there was a very small chance they would actually
Yeah,
probably
yeah, but
harm you.
that and like
And
they
if they, but the thing is, there was a large group of people too.
uh-huh.
So it's like, yeah, if it's maybe like they were alone, yeah, it'd
Mhm.
probably be, or like just two of them, yeah, it'd be. But they had like a whole group of people there to
Yeah.
help.
Mhm.
So
So yeah, I think I and they wouldn't upload games with consequence if something happened. Like, we wouldn't
yeah.
be seeing this. Um but yeah, I think it just kind of made me think. And like if one of them had an injury, say like Ty lost his right arm, that would be hard. Like for trick shots for battles, that would be hard, but I feel like they would take a break and they would come back like if one of them got injured. The most fatal injury was just Corey on his pinky. Um, his pinky is just
Or
broken.
actually, it could have been Ty's foot too back in 2009
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
when he skateboarded off the roof.
Mhm. But yeah, I think, I think, we're safe now, but there's a possibility. There's always a possibility that someone would go. Um, but yeah. And I have to just address that camera. So like, they actually filmed the coyotes. They probably had a drone. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they did.
that was pretty, good because coyotes can jump pretty high. They're from the dog species. So they like it kind of looked like it was down, that they could have gotten it. So that was kind of brave of
Oh
them.
no, they couldn't have.
I don't
They were
know.
at probably 15 feet up. Well,
Mm,
coyotes can't jump that high.
yeah, well, yeah,
They
not
can
like.
climb stuff,
Mhm.
but I doubt just sitting there they would at least need to run up.
No, yeah. But yeah, so I just want to, address that camera angle. That was pretty good. So for hole 3, so the first consequence was a stray ball from hole 17. Cody said that that hurt more than getting attacked by a cat. Which it kind of did. It wasn't like a golf ball, I don't think, because that would have actually severely hurt him. Um, Maybe it was like a ping pong ball or like, a softer ball, but still that was funny to watch. So yeah, then
And when I first saw, it, I was like, oh, maybe that's actually how he got attacked. But then I was like,
yeah,
nah, a ball couldn't do that.
no, yeah, that was definitely scratch marks. But yeah, so then Kobe had sprinklers on him, sandstorm, and syrup. So yeah, that Kobe wasn't having the best time on hole 3. But then both of them got blinding lights. So like how it ended was Kobe got it in. If Cody got it in, then they would go to overtime. But Cody just did not he didn't like the games with consequences at all. So he just like I. It was funny how he just hit his ball in the other direction just because he just did not want to get like an overtime or whatever. He was just so done. Which I that's understandable. He doesn't look like he was having the time of his life or
Yeah,
whatever. I probably would have considered that if I was playing this game. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, so Kobe won. So that at the start of the video, that was like, yes, Kobe won. He doesn't really win much. But Kobe won. So yeah, for games with consequences, Kobe has one win now. So yeah, and they've only played 2. So hey, now the memes about Kobe winning on face off and battles or face off in games with consequences can be like good because he has won one. Yeah, but it is a two-man thing, so it's not like all of
yeah,
them. Um,
yeah,
it would be cool if they did all of them, like a solo, just like
yeah.
games
That
of
would have been cool.
consequences. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Floyd Chesternut was fired for no reason. I was kind of sad that they fired him. But yeah, Floyd was fired. So yeah, um,
Yeah,
which is kind of sad. I liked him. Uh, one of the comments, we were reading the comments the night after, and one of the comments was like, does anybody think that Floyd Chesternut kind of looks like Harry Styles? Like that was funny. I think that's the best comment
Yeah.
that Sparky has ever gotten. But yeah, I feel like Sparky did pretty well in this video, and now this is 2 videos in a row that Sparky will be in Dude Perfect, because he was in this one and then now Airsoft, which is next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really liked Games with Consequences. It was the longest segment, and I felt like that it went longer just because, like, in the first time of watching it, I was just anticipating Wheel Unfortunate because that was the next one. So it felt like it went longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. We're gonna give a rating for each segment. So Noah, what's your rating for this segment?
So my rating for the segment would probably be an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna say, because I'm a Team Kobe fan, I'm gonna say 8.5. Because this one I feel like is my favorite segment out of the video. So yeah, I think that's all. We're gonna go on to a little break, and we'll be back reviewing the next 3 segments of Overtime 17. Welcome back, guys. And now we're going to be reviewing Wheel Unfortunate, Betcha, and Cool Not Cool, the segments from Overtime 17. So the Wheel Unfortunate. So the hat for this week was an army hat. It was probably used in like Airsoft Battle Royale, one of the 3. And Ty announced that he was a gamer. So they kind of like talked about the Twitch stream before, and like unpredictable trick shots, but yeah, he did now. So yeah, that's cool. And so they wanted Corey to pick the name, of course, because he always picks himself. But for some reason, so Corey's response to that, he said, "Well, I'm suspended from I'm suspended from this segment," and that's totally not what he was like. That's the opposite of what he was suspended. Like, he's suspended for Cool Not Cool, not for Wheel Unfortunate. Like, if he talks in Wheel Unfortunate or Wheel Cool Not Cool, then he'll be on Wheel Unfortunate. So yeah, I don't know what he was thinking about. But yeah, so they decided when Corey said that he wouldn't pick, that he wasn't a team player, which I think maybe is a little true. I don't personally know Corey or, whatever, but yeah, that might be or whatever.
But he has picked a lot of times.
Yeah, I'm like it's definitely like reasonable why he wouldn't want to pick.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then Cody picked. He picked really fast. He just went in and out. But then he selected Garrett. So third time for Garrett. So now Garrett's sitting at 3. So yeah, I thought that he would pick either Cody or Tyler. Like, Cody would pick himself or Tyler or something like that. But yeah, so we were saying, or I didn't, so from Dude Perfect Memeing, so it's like, so Dude Perfect Memeing is a Instagram account. It's at Dude Perfect Memeing, all one word. A really, really funny Instagram page. Go follow it if you haven't. But they put out a story and said, maybe because we only had a picture of Tweedledee, Tweedledee, yeah. So because we only had a picture of him, Ned might be on Wheel Unfortunate, which that would have been really, really funny if Ned was on Wheel Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then let's just talk about, so before we go into the Dale Tweedley, we should just go and talk about the punishments on the wheel. So we did this in episode 1. So episode 1 of this podcast, we talked about the punishments on the wheel. So last year on Overtime 10 review. But now let's just go revisit the punishments because there's some new ones. So I'm just going to list off them and then we're going to talk about each one. So the first one is, so the red, of course, own a cat. So this has been on the board since the first Wheel Unfortunate. this is probably the worst one, the most like long term one, and no one's gotten it yet, which it's that's kind of that's kind of sad or whatever. But I'm thinking soon. I'm thinking this next year we will get one. Um, but yeah, I feel like maybe because so overtime 10, it might have been scripted. I don't know, but they had Ty spin the wheel, so maybe overtime 20 they have own a cat. You know, a little bit scripted. Um, but yeah, so then and I think if they do pick overtime, or if they do get own a cat, that will be the title of the overtime video. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. So we'll automatically know when a new overtime gets out, like the second that we see it, that somebody picked own a cat. So yeah, so then this is one that I feel like it's a good punishment, but this like in this time or whatever, like this season or with all this pandemic lockdown stuff going on, it's not that good to do. But so this one is knock on doors and ask to use the bathroom. So I don't know, like safety guidelines say like maybe not going into people who you don't know about, like their house, and ask to use the bathroom, which is that's a little sketchy in this point of time or whatever. But yeah, that's a good one. I kind of like in a. Hopefully, it's gonna be later, but I'm excited to see that one. That's gonna be good. Um, but yeah. So then the next one is elevator performance. So one of them would put on a show, maybe sing, maybe do like a little comedy, stand up comedy session. But they're gonna do some entertainment on an elevator, which is gonna be so funny because then I don't know how they'll get the camera, because like hopefully it would be like not with this guy with a camera, just like just Corey or whoever just doing it, and they don't know what's happening. Like the people in the elevator don't know what's happening. But yeah, so then the next one.
Wait, Asher, that's
Yeah.
called a hidden camera.
What? Yeah.
It's called a hidden camera.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say it, but yeah, hopefully I was saying like I was trying to say at least like I hope they have like a hidden camera instead of someone there with a camera.
Oh no, they would definitely have hidden cameras. And
hmm
if they had something there, that would just be stupid.
Yeah. So then the next one is actually from a another video. So I think it's trampoline charades battle. So Hot Pocket Smoothie. So they've had this spoilers for that video, but Corey and Ty, their team lost. And they had to drink Hot Pocket Smoothie, which is pretty much just hot pockets with ice and
Frozen
water.
hot pockets.
Yes. So yeah, that would not be good. When they had it, Ty, Corey, and Cody threw up from it just because it's so disgusting. But yeah, I think that one. I'm excited to see that. I'm hoping that Corey will get it again, or Cody. That would be cool because Cody threw up without even eating it. In the video. But yeah. So then, where Tux in the next battle video, they probably have a video, like a battle video planned out so that if somebody gets that punishment, then they will have to then that battle would come up. So maybe it's like a running one because it's hard to run in a tux, or something like that. Maybe swimming. I don't know. But yeah. I'm thinking with his luck, I think maybe Kobe would get that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe Kobe will get that, but then win the battle. That would be cool. Or someone. I maybe Ty, because that would be funny. But yeah. So then, so sleep in a sandy bed. That one, that does not sound fun. Just to sleep in a sandy bed for the night. Uh, they all have wives, so probably just on their own, because it would be pretty hard to have your wife, do it. So it's like a double unfortunate. But yeah. So then the one is a question mark. So Garrett rolled on that, and we'll talk about that in a minute. That one might be one of the most unfortunate ones because Ned gets to pick.
Ned did not pick them.
Yeah, Ned didn't pick this week, but Ned, hopefully in the future, Ned will. Yeah, so then the next one, so they have 2 own a cats just because they really, really want somebody to own a cat. This week, they put on like a green spot or whatever, they put on an own a cat just because they just want somebody to get it. I'm thinking, so if they don't have own a cat and they go another like few years without people like somebody landing on own a cat, I'm thinking one overtime they're just gonna have like own a cat, just like all of them will be own a cat, and then just like one will be like the question mark or something like that. But yeah,
or the question mark will be own a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be soon. Hopefully that we'll get own a cat. And for owning a cat, I feel like the worst person to get it would be either Ty or Cody. And then the best person to get it would be Kobe, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just because Kobe's like he doesn't really have any kids. Maybe he's allergic to cats, I don't know. But and Garrett. Garrett would be terrible to get own a cat. I think he would hate it.
But the thing is, Ty has 2 dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And Barrett, who would probably, pick him up, try to sit on him maybe.
Yeah.
Which I just think that would not go well.
I honestly feel like if Cody or Ty got own a cat, the cat might not be alive that long. Just because I feel like maybe they'll like, oh my gosh, it was running out to get a deer, and oh my gosh, I misfired or whatever. Yeah. But I feel like they're just going to just try to get it away. But Kobe, I feel like he would handle it a lot better.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any kids.
Yeah. He only has a dog.
I have 2
He has
cats.
a small dog. Yeah. He has a small dog.
Not the easiest to take care of.
Yeah, he has a small dog named Penny, so maybe Penny and the cat would, get along, be friends. Yeah. He might be the best one to get own a cat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would still be funny if any of them got own a cat. So then the next one is be handcuffed to an editor for a day. That would be hard.
I don't think it'd be that hard though.
The editor's job is pretty boring for one of the dudes. I'm thinking if Ty got handcuffed to an editor for a day, that would be brutal for him because just he wants to be active. His patience level isn't that big or long. So I feel like that would just be torture for him to just sit there.
Yeah.
So then the next one is eat a Carolina Reaper pepper. Hopefully Corey gets that one. Out of all of them, that would be so funny. Either Corey or Cody. That would be really funny.
Yeah.
And then the second to last one, this one is a new one and really, really hard. 24 hours in a pool. So kind of like the Mr. Beast video, 24 hours in a pool. He didn't actually last the 24 hours, but yeah, that would be really hard. I think that would be so funny.
Yeah.
The person who would be the funniest to get would probably be Kobe or Corey. One of the twins.
I would think Cody.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's one of them that it doesn't really matter who it lands on. It would just be funny for all of them.
Yeah.
I feel like some of them it would be funnier if other people got it than others or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like Ty would actually be fine in
it. Yeah. I feel like so kind of for the bald one, it would be funnier if Cody got shave your head because he's such a hair person, and that would be really, really funny for him. But then for Kobe, it's yeah, he has a good head of hair, but not that, it was less funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so the last one is Mentos explosion. Ned said that they're gonna get a little weird with that one, or creative. Yeah, I feel like those are the punishments. I think there's 12. Um and if you add in the Ned jar, the question mark, that's more. But yeah, I think that's good. I'm excited to see the next Wheel Unfortunate, what's gonna happen. Hopefully it's better
Yeah.
than this one. I'm just gonna say.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
So yeah, so let's get into this thing. So Dale Tweedley's Tweedy.
Tweedly.
Okay, Tweedly. I keep messing that up. I'm probably gonna mess it up the whole video or a whole episode. But so Dale Tweedley's stepdad, um he said that he would pay him $20 if he'd come on the show and fill in for Ned. So maybe it's a relative. Last episode of Wheel Unfortunate, Ned said that um uh that Joe Exotic was his like uncle or something like that. Cousin, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe Dale is Ned's. I don't know. Maybe like nephew. I don't know. That would be
Maybe,
fun.
but Asher,
Yeah.
I need to say something.
Okay.
I hate Dale Tweedley.
Me too. Me too. I have to full-heartedly agree. When I went into that, like I was thinking, maybe it will be like funnier, maybe something like that. I do not know what was going through Ty's head when he thought, maybe Ned won't be on Wheel Unfortunate this time. Maybe it's Dale or Tweedley. Like, no, we like Ned. We love Ned. We want Ned.
Whosever idea it was, that was a horrible idea.
I feel like and I'm thinking that it's Ty's, but I feel like the person whose idea that was to send Tweedley on the show instead of Ned should spin the wheel. I feel like just spin that wheel. I don't know. I was so mad.
I was
so mad.
When I first saw Tweedley, I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little hesitant, and then at first I was like, okay, that's not that bad, but then it just went really bad.
Yeah, it just kept going on.
Hate
going on.
Dale Tweedley.
I'm gonna say this, okay? I hate Dale Tweedley more than Ty. Okay, I've said it.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't hate Ty, but I hate Dale Tweedley.
Oh
my gosh.
Whosever idea that was,
spin that wheel.
horrible idea.
Spin that wheel. And okay, I'm saying if Dale Tweedley is on the next Wheel Unfortunate, we are not reviewing that video. That is the one video of Dude Perfect that we are not reviewing at all. I'm just gonna say that now. Even if it's an amazing video, even if like Ty spun the wheel, we are not reviewing it because Dale is bad. Mm-hmm.
He's just horrible. He's a horrible announcer.
Yeah, he is. I do not like him.
I don't know why we didn't have Ned.
Yeah, Ned, like maybe his costume was ripped or something. I don't know. Like maybe just where is Ned? We want Ned. I guess he's on a sabbatical, but no. It's unfair.
We want Ned.
Yeah, we want Ned.
We want Ned.
Yeah, this is just a disgrace to Dude Perfect. And then just the fact that this is one of the biggest overtime videos ever. This is like trending, like it's on YouTube on trending for like 3 days now. Like this video is doing so good, like the analytics, but just that Ned isn't in it.
Dale Tweedley is the announcer.
Yeah,
that's like going to an NBA game and watching a bunch of 5-year-olds play.
Yeah, that's just like a waste of time, just a waste of money for them. And we'll say later on, but their words on their Instagram post for like the overtime, like they usually post when a new video is out, like all the dudes, they say like overtime something is live or like Airsoft Battle 3 is live. And they post like a picture and they say this week, they said in the description of their thing, like they almost all of them said, overtime OT 17 is live. Arguably one of the best overtime videos ever.
I would say one of the worst overtime.
I'm gonna say that too, and we'll talk about it later. But oh my gosh, Wheel Unfortunate is usually my favorite.
My least favorite overtime ever.
I don't know. Well, usually Wheel Unfortunate is my favorite segment. This week it was my least favorite, and usually you can't do that to me. I love overtime. But yeah.
This is kind of like a couple overtimes ago. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a Wheel Unfortunate in overtime. Mm-hmm. And then they had this. It's like not having it's not like having a Wheel Unfortunate in this episode.
Yeah, well, that overtime was pretty good. It was the surfing on the balls or the exercise balls. That was still, pretty good.
It's kind of like the same thing. Like, oh, no overtime for this one.
Okay.
It's like, okay, there's not really an overtime.
Okay, guys. Okay, Noah. So, we have Dale Tweedley. Okay, that's kind of like for the Ned fans. That's kind of like we spun Wheel Unfortunate and we landed on no Ned. Like that's kind of like us. Like it hurt me, you know. And then so here I'll just go over just a quick summary of Dale Tweedley's story because he had a lot of stuff to say. Ned probably would have done a lot better at storytelling than him, or he does. But so Dale's story is that so the last night, so the night before they recorded that, his dogs were barking. So Dale grabbed his crossbow, went out, and heard people loading the trucks, loading up the trucks or something like that. Then he snuck up on them and shot one with a blowgun. I don't know why they used Cody's face like for a thing. They just, I don't know that. Well, like maybe he has something against Cody. Maybe they thought that Cody would pick or like be on, and then he would like it would be disrespectful. I don't know. They're not in their right mind. I don't know.
I know. I just think they were, they just had like styrofoam heads for them, and they're just like, why not Cody? Dale Tweedley hates Cody.
I don't know. It's
new
unfair.
Conspiracy theory. Boom.
Yeah. And then so let's see. So then he shot one with a blowgun. Then then they saw him and they hit sugar glass bottles on his head. Then knocked him out. Then there was one. Then he knocked them out. So then there's just one guy left. So then they had a fight to the death. Dale punched him and he died or whatever. I guess I don't know. That's kind of dark. So then, so the punishment. So our punishment is pretty much that Ned wasn't the announcer. Plus, okay. So I'm gonna say so. So we on Wheel Unfortunate, us fans, we were the victims. We got picked out of that hat because that was one. We didn't have Ned. 2, Dale is terrible at telling stories, just not funny whatsoever. And then 3, this punishment might be the worst punishment ever. It's so easy. Like, it's not even entertaining at all. Like, yeah, it's like I'm not really a big Kiss fan, not really into, heavy metal. So if you're a big Kiss fan, that might be like really funny for you. You might liked it, but I'm not. I feel like this might have been the worst Wheel Unfortunate ever, or punishment. But yeah, so Garrett picked out of the jar, or so he landed on the question mark, which I was this is 2 episodes in a row that they had that the person landed on the question mark. So actually, and I correctly guessed what the question mark would be. I'm pretty sure. So here, let me just play that clip from the overtime 16 review right now. Maybe if you land on the question mark, the person spinning the wheel has to choose from the wheel. So that their favorite thing from the wheel. I think that, hey, big brain, maybe that will work. I don't know.
Or the other guys choose.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Or Ned Forrester chooses.
Yeah, that would be fun. So Tweedley said he would pick. So out of the Ned jar, he said that Tweedley would get to pick. But then Garrett picked out of it. So it's not like Tweedley got to pick. It's that Garrett got to pick for some reason. I don't know. But then Garrett picked get dressed like Gene Simmons or whatever like that. Then he went out in public. Everybody loved him. Everybody wanted to take pictures. It wasn't it wasn't like they run a mile as a mascot, like the wizard thing. Like, oh, that's so cringe. Oh, like dumb. It's like, oh wow, that's so cool, or something like that. Plus, it's like not many people are out because of this, quarantine stuff. So it's not like he could go to a really, really big public gathering and like get the death stares or like weird looks from other people.
But or maybe if he went to a formal place, like a dinner place.
Yeah.
I think that'd be better.
Yeah.
Or if the makeup was really bad.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Do you know who I am?" If you're like, "I don't know," he's like, "I'm Gene Simmons."
Actually,
How could you not tell?
yeah. I
And
actually
just make it
thought.
awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been better, but
I actually thought that maybe because like when Garrett asked, "Oh, do you know who I am?" I thought that the guy would have said like, "Oh, are you Garrett from Dude Perfect?" Like I thought he was acting like that and not like who he's dressed as at first. But yeah, I just didn't like it. So he went out. He got his kids and wife came to the office. His daughter didn't like it. Garrett said he scarred his kids. It didn't really look like they were scarred. But yeah, I think that I wouldn't like to see that. Like if I was little, I probably would be freaked out. But yeah, it was not that good.
yeah.
He plus, I mean, not just like whatever, but he didn't really wear a mask out in public, which is kind of weird in this day and age to not. But yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like it. What's your rating for this Wheel Unfortunate?
My rating for this Wheel Unfortunate is a 9.
Okay, wow.
-5.
Oh, wow.
4.
Okay. 4. Actually, I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna say 0. First time
I'm
ever.
gonna go -1.
Oh, really? Then I'm gonna go -11.
I'm gonna go -infinity.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go -infinity and 1. But yeah, I feel like that this is the worst overtime ever. I was just so sad. Like the worst thing that you want is to go and like not have a good Wheel Unfortunate. But yeah.
I'd rather have no Wheel Unfortunate than a bad Wheel.
Yeah, I'd rather have no and just like maybe like an absurd occurrence, like other than like this. Like I wish just to save me the pain or like us, I guess like as fans to save us the pain. I feel like they should have just had like no Wheel Unfortunate. But yeah.
Yeah.
So now let's go on to Betcha.
Okay, so the betcha is that Tyler and Kobe basically said that they could have a whole table of cotton candy and fit it into one small glass of water.
Yeah.
So Gene/Garrett,
Mm-hmm.
Cody and Corey said that they couldn't. They started strong, but they quickly lost hope. Not even halfway through.
Yeah.
And Cody gave Ty a chance to switch sides, and Ty did.
That made me mad that he just left Kobe like that.
But hey, Kobe could have done the same thing to Ty.
Yeah, I hope that he did. I hope that they just he abandoned too.
No, but I mean let's say the roles were reversed.
Uh-huh.
And Ty stayed and Kobe left.
No, Kobe's so loyal. I'm
no,
guaranteed
but let's just say that did happen.
Okay.
Would you be fine with it?
No.
I'm not fine with Ty leaving. You gotta stick with your homeboys.
Yeah, that was not cool, Ty. Ty wasn't having the best episode.
They only were able to fit. They were not able to fit many. They still had probably 3/4 of a table left.
Yeah.
So basically, Kobe had to drink the cotton candy water.
And Ty
was supposed to, but he didn't because he technically switched.
Yeah.
And then Tyler and Kobe had to clean it all up, which Ty did stay to clean it all up.
Yeah, I'm glad that they did.
So basically, they just got like a whole fish tank full of water, not full of water, but of water, and basically just grabbed all of it and put it in. Which
Yeah.
that's kind of smart.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think King of Random and other YouTubers did this, like
Yeah.
cotton candy, like how much they could fit in a cup or whatever. And I really
Uh,
like cotton candy
yeah.
and water. That's pretty cool.
And Ty and Kobe argued for a while, like
Yeah, at the desk.
during and at the desk, they have to cut a couple times.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of me and you.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of
Yeah.
like when we argue, we just keep going on
Kind
and
of like
on.
on Game Time. There's been some heated
Yeah.
arguments, and like early on in the show.
Yeah, like heated arguments about game time, or just like what we're gonna do for episodes, and
Yeah.
who's gonna do something. We've
Yeah.
had some pretty heated arguments.
Actually, even last week, one of us. So we both wanted to talk about pool stereotypes, and we both wanted to talk about Rage Monster, like introduce it. And that took about 30 minutes, I think, of just heated
that
argument.
took us a good like half an hour to figure out who was gonna do
that. We were just so mad because both of us just really, really wanted to do it.
And you guys are probably thinking, I wonder why Asher's doing 3 out of the 4 segments. I may have bribed him in saying that he could do the whole overtime so that I could do the Rage Monster.
Yeah, because Noah did the Rage Monster because this was before the video came out, and I thought that overtime would be really, really cool, and it wasn't, so that was kind of like a backfire. That's why I did Games with Consequences, Wheel Unfortunate, and Cool Not Cool, but yeah. So yeah, I really liked it.
Blaster, what would you rate this?
Betcha. It was a good betcha. I actually this was the first time that off the bat I was like, it's a cool one, but I don't think this is gonna happen, and I was right. And Cody is now undefeated in betcha stats.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that maybe during then they were putting it in. I was like, maybe they could, but yeah.
But I do have to say, like with Cody swimming a mile, it wasn't really swimming; it's more just like floating.
Well, they said that. Well, no, they said that that like crushing a diamond and swimming are like the swimming is like lower and the crushing is like higher. I'm actually like reverse that. So, like I did not think that Cody Jones would swim a mile. Like that was so cool. But he didn't swim a mile. He didn't. But he didn't, still,
he mainly floated.
Yeah, but it was like still treading water. That would I don't think I could do that. Like I don't think. Yeah, that's just so hard.
I could, and I'm not even like a big swimmer. Like
I don't know
how to swim in that stuff, but like I know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So. Yeah. Oh yeah. So
I did.
Oh, what?
I did like this betcha. I would say my least. This is actually my least favorite betcha.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think this is definitely my least favorite overtime. I've had a thing like there's at least one thing in each segment that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, my rating for this would be, it was an okay betcha, probably a 7.5.
Okay. So this is your favorite segment?
No.
Okay.
Second favorite.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this I really like this betcha or whatever. It was an okay segment. I would have to rate it a 7 also. But yeah, okay, now on to cool, not cool. So the last segment. So I was mad because this meant that Corey couldn't spin the wheel this week. So if Corey did talk, we would have to wait till next overtime. So then that would be 3 overtimes in a row, or that would be 4. So like an ongoing thing so first one so like the first one would be like that Corey got a super not cool, then he had to have more than 3 quals. The next one, then he couldn't talk this one, and then he would have to spin the wheel the next one.
Yeah.
But this one, he didn't talk, so that was kind of like disappointing. That I thought that he was gonna talk through the whole thing, like just because he like mentioned stuff or whatever. He was definitely using his arms and like trying to like, like I don't know, like trying to talk through body language kind of, but
Yeah.
he didn't actually talk, which I was surprised. I thought he would been like say like oh but and then like stopped himself and then they would caught it and like something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, so they didn't. So I'll just go through the items. So Jean's item was something. So I forget the name, but it turns uh fire into electricity. It's like this charger thing. I would give that a cool. That was really really cool and
Yeah.
really handy. Um, he got 3 cools. Um, because so from him and then Ty and Kobe, Cody was allergic to the wood or whatever. He's allergic to a lot. Because
Yeah.
he's lactose intolerant, stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, then Cody's item was a robot dog. He got a super cool. That was really cool. They made some TikToks about that.
And
Posts.
actually, on the Instagram story, they also had one of it walking up the stairs
Yeah. Well, no.
and have it
Hashtag
dancing
Chad.
to the TikTok song. Is that
Yeah,
also on
no,
there?
that was a post that hashtag Chad made. So go check that out on his Instagram. But
Oh.
yeah, and it was on their story too. So yeah, I thought, and that was cool. They made a TikTok, and Ty was dancing to TikToks. I think it was right after the quarantine, and he was making a lot of TikToks. So, he got that in his brain. But yeah. So then Ty's item, which I think the idea is really cool because I eat a lot of like corn on a cob now because we eat, or at least like where we live in Vermont, so there's a lot, fresh corn because of the cornfields or whatever. But so I tend to like what Ty said, like use the fork and whatever and just like cut off the corn. But this one, it didn't go really to plan, so it was a corn donut. You're supposed to put this donut thing over the corn thing or over the corn like rind or cob, and you're supposed to just bring it down, and all the kernels would get trapped in the donut thing, and then you just have the stick to throw out. I'm kind of bad at like doing that. I
Well,
don't really
so
know all their
actually,
names.
I have braces. If you guys didn't know,
Uh huh.
which you guys probably do now, but you can't eat corn on the cob,
Yeah.
so you have to cut it.
Mhm.
But I was like, if this works, I may actually get this.
Yeah, me too.
I was like,
Um,
well, you don't have braces, Asher.
well, no, but I like corn not on the cob. It just gets in my teeth and I hate it.
I haven't had corn on the cob in so long.
Yeah.
Since 5th grade.
Wow. So you just gave up on corn completely.
No, I've had corn. I just haven't
Okay.
had corn on the cob.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I miss it so much.
Yeah. But yeah, I think. Well, so I feel like the idea is really, really good. Just he should have he should have actually like tried it beforehand.
Tried it before you did it, yeah.
But so yeah, so this is what kind of made me mad. Yet again, Ty made me the most mad this episode, definitely, like by far. But so Ty he got 4 uncool, so he got a super not cool. Plus, so Corey got a super not cool, and then he had to get over 3 cools the next time. And if he didn't, he would have to spin the wheel, or he would have to not talk, and he did. Ty should have over 3 cools the next overtime, cool not cool, or
But
else he'll have to spin the wheel.
the thing is, Corey gets so many uncools
Mm-hmm.
that it's like kind of like they're getting tired of it. But since Ty, he usually gets a cool.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't need a punishment, but since Corey does it a lot, he deserves a punishment.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it should be a thing that if you get a super not cool, if you uncool your own item, that you have to get at least three equals the next one. I feel like Ty, if he doesn't get three equals, I feel like us, like the fans of the show, DP Nation should just tell Ty that he has to be quiet because I feel like that would be a really really funny cool not cool if Ty couldn't talk because he usually talks the most. Um,
But
yeah.
Team Ty fans, we don't want that.
Yeah, but Team Kobe fans didn't like that either last time in episode 12. We didn't like that. So you should suffer through the pain that you had to feel.
Hey, justice is not the right thing. It depends on justice. But you should never wish harm upon somebody else.
Yeah, but that's not harm. That's not like physical harm.
But
I don't
mentally
wish
harm.
That's not really mentally.
You should never
harm.
wish. But what if, let's take Ty. He hurt his. He hurt his foot in 2009.
Yeah, so 11 years ago.
And then people are like, Team Ty fans are like, oh, we want Kobe to suffer through the pain Ty had to. Would you agree with that?
Wait, why? No, I would never agree with it.
Then why are you agreeing with having Ty, since Kobe had to suffer, that Ty has to suffer?
No, I'm saying that Ty had a not cool. He had like 3 not cool or 4. So he had a super not cool, which is very hard to get. And he should have to have at least 3 cools next time. Or else
even if Kobe got a super not cool, I would not wish that upon Kobe.
Well,
it's
I don't know.
Only if you do it like for a couple weeks in a row, yeah, you deserve it.
But then why did Corey get it then?
Because he's been getting a lot of not cools.
I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like Ty should get at least 3 next overtime. And if you agree, please tell us. Email us, DM us on Instagram, something like that. Call in. Yeah. So then the last one, I feel like this is my favorite. And it was really really cool. So it was a kayak in a suitcase. So this suitcase or like this bag thing, you could fold it and it's like plastic or whatever. So you can like and clips or whatever. It's super super cool. So it like forms into a kayak. So you only need to bring the paddle and then the kayak. So yeah, this is super cool. I feel like this cool not cool was okay. Definitely felt like, I don't know, there was something to it because Corey usually talks. It just felt weird. It felt off.
Yeah.
And this whole video just felt off.
I really thought that the robot dog would be Ty's item.
Yeah, me too. But so I figured out this. So Cody's item was kind of, so Garrett, and I forget which one, but he had a I think it was overtime 8. So he had like the cookie shot glasses with the milk in it. And Ty was saying, so before he introduced it, he said, so Garrett's pitch or whatever, like the worst thing that you want is if you get cookies but then you forget your milk. And then Ty said, so you need a robot dog to go and get your milk. So that's kind of like a callback. So Cody actually got the robot dog. I have to add too that the robot dog is pretty sure like $75,000. Yeah, so it's a lot. I don't really think that it should be a colonized thing or like a kind of Cody was saying like it should be the new kind of norm to get a robot dog, but it's just so expensive.
I don't know why, but like it kind of is like creepy.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't know, it's something about it.
I think because like it moves so like lifelike.
Without a head, but it doesn't have a head too, and it's like
it doesn't even have a head. It's like a sausage with legs.
Yeah,
a metal sausage with legs.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, so the robot dog was a callback. Tyler said that so his item was kind of like a callback to the what was it? He said that it was a callback
Oh,
to something.
it was when
I
I
had it.
think Corey or somebody had the little prong things that you stick at on the each end of the corn.
Oh no! I have those, but no. It was the overtime 10. Garrett had the slicer for the watermelon. He had the
Yes. Yeah,
watermelon
yeah, yeah, yeah,
slicer.
yeah, yeah.
So that was a callback, and then Kobe's kayak was kind of like the one that he did with the skipper on the water skipper. Because he did film a video
Yeah.
too. So yeah, I feel like Garrett's. If you have something like, if you kind of think of something that it is, I tried to and I couldn't really figure out anything, but yeah, I maybe this is just an episode of Cool Not Cool with just callback items, you know? Um, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Cool Not Cool. Corey didn't talk. Felt off, definitely. Kobe, well, so, uh, Tyler threw a napkin or something at, Gene, so Garrett, but, he uncooled Kobe's item just because of that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And Garrett's not the person to do that. Garrett doesn't usually do that. Maybe he's just taking on the role of Gene. But no, I don't know. It's just something fell off. Like it really did. Yeah, so yeah, what's your rating for this, I guess?
This is another one. This is probably my least favorite. Cool Not Cool.
Oh yeah, definitely mine too.
I don't know. This episode's kind of like. It's kind of like if like you had like an overtime episode and like one segment was wrong. It's like you took 4 wrong segments and put them into one video.
Yeah. Yeah,
kind
definitely.
of. And it was just like it was like really long and kind of like felt like it went forever.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
I would probably rate this 6.5.
Okay, wow. I'm gonna rate this a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, this.
And so yeah,
I think is one of the worst Dude Perfect videos ever.
yeah, I think. Well, so actually, so we like we said early on in the news section, we will be doing our favorite Dude Perfect videos. I'm thinking like maybe early 2021 or maybe even late 2020. We do our worst Dude Perfect videos. So we talk about the worst Dude Perfect videos in our opinion.
Yeah.
I think that would be, and definitely for the overtime segment, this would be in it.
Yes, this would definitely be one of them.
Yeah. So yeah, for the overall, so your favorite segment was games with consequences, right?
Yes.
And then your least favorite is Wheel Unfortunate. Yeah, mine too. I'm gonna have to agree with him.
Wait, Asher, you still need to rate Cool Not Cool.
I did 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry, it was just so low. I know.
Yeah. So and then so we have our favorite and least favorite segments. What's your like the idea for this? So like on paper, what do you think that like your rating for this? Like before,
for the idea wise.
like idea for this.
Yeah. I know. What
like
you're
before
saying.
it was made or filmed.
Like I think on paper, it would have worked really well. I think these 4 segments have great potential.
Yeah.
And I think on paper this would have been a really good episode or video.
What would you rate it?
Execution, so on paper I would rate it probably like an 8. 8.5 actually. And then for execution, I'd probably rate it a 5. And overall, I'd probably rate it a 5.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna. So for on paper, just because I love overtime, like overtime's my favorite segment. On paper, I would be like, I think I would rate on paper, I'd rate this a 9.5. I was so excited, and like if I had the segment, I would be so happy. But then just the execution, that I'm gonna go a 0 for execution. Just something was off. I think all of them, maybe quarantine did this for them, but all of them were just in a bad mood. Just something was off. Like they were not having the best day, I feel like.
Yeah, like there was just like a weird episode. It was like
Yeah.
long.
I think so. I'll give you 2 stories. So I feel like for this, it felt like a dream, like a nightmare, kind of like
Yeah, it's kind of
when
like
you
a dream, but like
yeah,
everything's
yeah.
off in that
Well,
dream.
I actually have dreams about Dude Perfect and like about Dude Perfect videos, and I have dreams that like there's like kind of like the night before this comes out, I'm like super excited, and then I have a dream about it and it's like terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the dream. Like this was terrible. And just like something was off. Like after I was just like I just like on Monday, I was actually having a really, really good day. We'll talk about it more actually in the High Five Studios Fancast. Go check out episode 8 when it comes out.
Yeah.
But I was actually having a really, really good day. The day just took a halt, and I didn't like it at all.
Yeah, I
And
was
then
having a great day too,
yeah,
and then like, oh my gosh, it was just after this, I was like, wow, that
yeah,
really sucked it.
yeah.
That
Um,
sucked.
Yeah, and so and then another thing, kind of like painting a picture or whatever. So I'll give so the worst thing in Dude Perfect for like me or whatever is to anticipate my favorite series over time. They haven't had one in 3 months. I was so excited. Um, it felt like maybe because they had it didn't have it in 3 months, I was just like excited and I wanted to know. Like maybe they just like took so much time in this that they were just like that they were just anticipating it and like it would be
And
so
making it
cool.
really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then so like the worst thing is like to anticipate something and then just after just like terrible. Like I would rather have had no Dude Perfect video this week than watch that and like
Yes,
had
me
this.
too. I would have to agree with you.
Just
And Asher,
yeah.
Asher, have you ever thought maybe you're still in that dream?
That actually, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because
This
you are. Right
Whoa,
now.
this is all a dream, guys. The real overtime 17 is coming next week. No, but yeah, I think no, I really feel like just it was like on paper I would have like 9.5. Execution 0 with the games with consequences that kind of brought it up. I'm going to have to say maybe I'm going to say a 3.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just because I love overtime so much.
A horrible week.
Yeah, I really did not like it.
I'd rather have no episode than this.
Yeah.
I'd rather have no episode, but have overtime 17 be way better.
Yeah. Yeah, I did not like it. It just threw me off so much. I know,
Yeah.
and guys, so thank you so much for listening to this thing. Like this is like over an hour now. This is a longer review just because we have so much to say about this. Just because it was just so bad. And it was a long overtime episode. But yeah, so I have just 2 more things before we end. So one, on their editor, so on the editor's Instagram story, we had a picture of because they were announcing, I'm pretty sure they were announcing it was foam airplane battle, card throwing trick shots 2, and then overtime 17. They put that on their story as the next Dude Perfect videos. And there was a picture of overtime with them with different clothes. It was like a picture of all of them. They had different clothes, and the clothes don't match any of the other or any of the other overtime videos or this. Like Ty didn't have this thing, so maybe they filmed overtime 17 and just didn't like it, and then refilmed this again, and thought that this was better or something like that. I would rather see the one that they filmed just because I feel like that would have been better. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess yeah, that's something that I'm really confused on. Why they would do that. Then another thing is, why did they wait so long to make this? It's not like they were waiting for anything.
Yeah.
Like this was definitely not.
Actually, no, I know why they were
Why?
waiting. Because of PGA Tour 2K21.
No, but they could have done like they could have done an episode before that, though. It's not like they had to wait, though.
No, but the 2K21 just came out.
Yeah, but they could have done that in like overtime episode 19 if they filmed it, because they have been out of quarantine for a while. So
a lot of while. No,
but
the thing is, like, they probably already had it all planned, and it's going to come out this time right around. Because usually, to promote a game, you have a video come around when it's
Yeah, but they could have done it for like episode 9 or 18 or 19.
No, but the thing is, you also want your because like 2K21 just came out, so they're like, okay, we are doing it now, and then bam, because it's not like it's really more on 2K21 side. Like, okay, you're gonna if you're doing like it's because it's sponsored, so it's kind of like when they kind of choose.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like this video was terrible. Like, yeah. But so yeah, guys, thank you so much for staying with us. This is like an hour and a half long, which is crazy. So thank you guys.
Make sure to go check out the High Five Studios Fancast.
Yes.
New episode every week.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
3 p.m. Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. And then the Instagram link in the description. So High Five Studios Fancast link in the description for that, and it's Instagram. Go follow us on Instagram at dude_perfect_fancast, or by using the link in the description. Go check out our new website by the Fancasters. Link in the description again. Go and check out. So the Mr. Beast Fancast just had a new episode. We reviewed Mr. Beast video, the island one, where one of his friends won a private island. So go check out that episode. And new PewDiePie Fancast episode coming soon. So yeah. A lot to look forward, or a lot to click, or whatever. But yeah, go check out everything that we do. So yeah, I'm Asher.
I'm Noah.
And pound it.
Pound it.
Noggin. See ya. Good night. See ya.